I'm going to pass and then flip the coin on future weeks of snap packs with them until I miss. Yep. Elixir can get back. I don't think so. I think it's this. I think... Are you supposed to Venom over Misery? I don't think so, because this puts more Gwenpool triggers into my hand too, which has value. That ruins Elixir. Maybe it ruins your Elixir at home. However, my Elixir is a professional, and he's going to reanimate Cassandra Nova. Today's Marvel Snap stream is pre-recorded in front of a live studio audience. Please cue the laugh track. Would Elixir have been too good if they gave him some amount of control in his reanimation? Like, is this card cracked if it said reanimate your highest power thing destroyed last turn? Probably not, yeah. Yeah, like give it the Fenris condition. The black cosmic border with the crackles looks so good. I like that Cassandra. Yeah, it's a new 700 gold. I think it's the best in slot. You're supposed to play middle for arrow. No, I think I just want to do my thing. If they get me with an arrow, they get me with an arrow. Oh, they're clog. We have priority here, which is tricky. They might screw our elixir with that. Hopefully they go for one of these two here, and then we get to get them, but if they go for the right, we're in trouble. Each of these only have one, so hopefully they go for these. And we're dead. And this is kind of the other part about this card too, right? And this is just part of existing in Marvel Snap is the best payoffs for making your elixir not be really mediocre all involve dying to Shang-Chi, right? In this case, Cannonball as well. White Tiger. Jumping through a bunch of hoops to make an extra 8 power thing isn't really a powerful thing to be doing. So, like, yeah, on one side, you're right. Like, that's a thing you could do with it that, like, doesn't die to Shang. But also, like, that's just, like, not remotely strong enough to be worth doing. We got an answer on global matchmaking. Is it a happy answer or a sad answer? Yeah, that's not new. That they hit an issue with global matchmaking. So like, I guess knowing it's not abandoned is one thing. So my understanding, and this could be wrong. So just I want to make it very clear that this is speculation based on my understanding of how stuff at Snap works is. I believe one of the ways Second Dinner scaled their infrastructure is using AWS, and I believe part of their issue with matchmaking not being global is because AWS uses regional servers. I think that is part of the problem they're having. Okay, so we'll go Nico into Cass, into Misery them, into Elixir 1, Phoenix Force the other. What's the old saying? Man plans, brood laughs. Why do you think they aren't releasing better cards? I genuinely don't know. I feel like something is really off in their balance at like a core level. I have no idea what their process looks like, but I feel like something has to be wrong or bad in their process to have released. I mean, Second Dinner is definitely in a no-win situation. You are absolutely right that if they released playable cards most weeks, people would be complaining in the opposite, but I think those people are silly. Just so we're clear. Like, I think the current window we have for Snap is one of the worst possible case scenarios. There's no OTA, there's no alternative game mode, and we have like 3 card releases in a row that are all like pretty aggressively medium. Surge is a very playable Marvel Snap card. Absolutely, Surge is a good hit. But it's like one release. My expectation for this month is we'll have Surge as a good card, Esme as a playable card, Prodigy as one that's close, and then these last 2 as pretty medium. Yes, I completely agree with that sentiment. I really wish they would release things that are more powerful and tone them down rather than releasing weak cards and maybe buffing them later. We didn't get to Elixir there, but Phoenix kind of did a thing. Elixir's kind of like redundancy for Phoenix Force in this deck, if we squint. Is now a good moment to return to Snap? The economy's in a good spot. I think our gameplay and balance overall are a kind of a low point, Christian. They took one of their OTAs off, and I think one of the things that consistently makes Snap good is the churn. So we're missing a bit of churn at the moment. Yeah, Elixir almost assuredly gets better when Kid Omega releases, but I'm not even sure that it's pushed when that's the case. Yeah, I think, Steric, I think that's true. I bet Kid Omega is probably a pretty solid card, and Elixir is probably still not good. Which, for reference, Kid Omega is data mined to be a 2/2 with Activate, who destroys the next cards you play and then gains its power. So it'll be a kind of sweet Deadpool and other Fire Hair enabler in a pretty unique way. That's true. I know I've been a little bit negative about the cards coming out. Zorn could be a wild card. If there was a card on the list that has the potential to surprise us, I think Zorn's the one. This is a great username. DJT with the title Poof No More Head Wound. Truly a cultured gamer. Man, it was like 6 constitutional crises ago, but someone did take a shot at him. I forgot about that. It's just like I feel like I've aged a decade since that happened. It's like, oh yeah, that was totally a thing, wasn't it? Hmm. Marvel Snap is really fun. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Marvel Snap is oh so fun. Oh, the doo-dah day. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Beep-beep-beep-beep-beep-beep-beep-do-do-do-do. I am Laced. And my elixir got discarded, yeah? Alright, on to the next one. I might be confusing your presidents because I'm Canadian, but wasn't there a second attempt on a golf course? So the golf course one's a little bit more hazy because I don't believe a shot was taken, and it's just somewhat normal, especially in Republican-controlled states, for people to walk around with semi-automatic rifles. So, like, yeah, there was a dude walking around with a semi-automatic rifle near a golf course that Trump was playing golf on, but, like, you know, America! No shots were taken on the golf course. Sure. Yeah, and if no shots were taken, you gotta prove intent. Because you're allowed to just walk around with a rifle and intimidate people. I think it's this. And then it's this. I don't actually know here. Misery. Any guess on Elixir's win rate after their first week? So it's worth noting that cards often have a fine win rate during the first week because people feel obligated to play them, and a lot of people play them simply in decks where they don't belong, where that deck is otherwise pretty good. So the first week win rate really isn't a remotely reasonable thing to consider. I don't even know what they have discarded here. Oh, they discarded an Infidon and a Gore. Okay. Oh, and we reanimated Hood on our coin flip. God, this card is so bad. Like, it's tough. Like, I genuinely don't understand how they keep releasing cards this bad. Not that it even would have mattered here, which I think is part of it too. It's like, well, the card wouldn't even be busted if we just, like, templated it slightly better. Infinity Ultron versus Elixir for the matchup of the ages. Yup. Ooh. Some Cassandra candy. Or... I think the idea that some of the card releases this month are bad is related to the economy change is absolute utter bunk nonsense because I've literally been talking about them releasing too many bad cards for months before the economy change. Oh, I could have gotten my fire hair back. I don't know. It was so resource inefficient to get my fire hair back there. That seems not good. All right, not punting the center. Got it. So I actually want to Phoenix Force before I Elixir, because the Phoenix Force pulls from all three of these Nova, Nova, Firehair, whereas Elixir only pulls from the Cassandra Novas. So I want this to have a 66% chance to be a Nova, and I want to leave the Firehair where she's at, ideally. I get shanked over here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Marvel Snap, you're so much fun. Oh, I got a Venom. Yay, Venom. Yay, Venom. Still cooked. Still absolutely and mercilessly cooked. We won that, Jeff, if we split up to 2 cards. Yeah, and there's a different fucking game gamers where they don't have a Shang-Chi and I win the right, and then I reanimate the little Cassandra Nova here instead of the big one, and I fucking lose because they were bigger in the center. Like, they kill the hood, and they play for these two, and I lose because I split the difference. But yes, I understand. I got Shang-Chi'd, and I could have flipped the coin differently after getting Shang-Chi'd. You are wholly and fully correct that given the specific outcome of that game, and assuming that all of my variance cards worked out exactly that way, I could have done something different. Thananator, thank you for the 2 years. Appreciate the pride. Welcome back. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Have you considered that hindsight bias is good? Interesting. Interesting. Takes notes. Takes notes. You absolutely should skip Elixir. If you are not someone aiming to get every Series 5 card, you should 1000% be skipping this week. Card big doggy doo-doo. Oh no! Gwenpool means I can't. Oh no, I've made such a terrible mistake. Oh, the hubris. I forgot. All right. Oh man. At least I didn't forget these adverts were coming. Have some ads. We're gonna fumble around with Elixir some more when we get back. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. So, someone said, when was the last time we had a good card release? And that's really unfair because Surge is a really good card who released relatively frequently. The problem is, and the thing that I think is fair to leverage criticism of, is that we've had way more misses than hits on average. Like, just look here at the last 12 Marvel Snap cards that released. Surge is literally the only objectively good one. I think you could call Esme, Hydra Stomper, and Batroc serviceable. I think Batroc Stomper may be close. But like genuinely, Fanfay's pretty trash, Strange is trash, Toxie's trash, Ultron's trash, Topaz is trash. It hurts me to say it, but Strange and Kahori are pretty trash too. Strange sees play in the best deck, but it is not clear that he's a good card in the best deck. And I think you drop Strange out of there and he's still... Prodigy's in the top 50% of cards that have released for the last 12 card releases. When I scroll down, they get a little bit better. Like Captain Carter got a big buff to playable. And Goliath's very playable. He's just narrow, but very good. Khonshu is trash. Ghost Rider's trash. Firehair, I think this is important too to highlight. I think Firehair is actually a really great design. She's super unique. you build around her, she's fun, but she's also not very good. But I think she's a good example of what a card that's not very good should look like. Like I would consider Firehair an incredibly successful design and release. Like she's solid. She's not good. Her stats are miserable when you look at her stats for like most of the slices. Stats not remotely good. But this is a good bad card. Yes, that's a good one. This is a good bad card. And while I don't think every card can be busted, I think even just looking at these last few, like Elixir, he could be destroy your or revive your highest power card destroyed last turn. Prodigy could honestly probably be a 2-drop. Toxidoxy, she could give +3 or maybe even +4. Like there's so many little ones like that where it's like, man, you could ratchet this up a good bit and I'd be shocked if it disrupts anything. I also think, and for the sake of trying to be fair and reasonable here, I also think that it's perfectly fine if they're gonna release cards like they released Captain Carter, who was bad at 4, if they're gonna give them big OTA buffs once they fall flat. But like Toxidoxy, for example, there's no big buff coming for Toxidoxy, right? Like, Toxidoxy's probably gonna lay Fastos level Forgotten for a while. And maybe someone in Secondator's taking notes right now. They're like, fuck Jeff Hoagland, this card's getting buffed in the OTA next week. Like, hopefully that's the case. Hopefully I just said that and now they're gonna buff her. But like she feels like a card that is just like, if they were gonna react to her quickly, she's been very clearly bad for since she released, right? Fastos level of Forgotten is hilarious. It is, right? Like he's just one of those cards, like he released super mediocre and then just like never was made better. Low rolled on our Black Vortex here, unfortunately. I would happily accept a spite buff. Just so we're clear. Did they just Elixir back a Jhin? I am actually going to record either tonight or tomorrow an OTA wish list. Because I agree, I think that's something that would be a good topic to talk about. Grow, my pretties, grow! Oh my goodness, look at this child chat. She's so adorable! They put her in a little cap and gown for preschool. Mordork, thank you for the half a year. Welcome back. Jeff finally using a sniper shield. Why are we venoming the cloning mask? I feel like I didn't have enough time to set that up fully. Oh, this 312 misery kind of can't go anywhere, huh? I'm playing Nico last. I'm playing Nico last. I'm playing Nico last. Yeah, misery middle's +6 at least. Okay. Okay. Wait, how does that work? That's gotta be bugged, yeah? Fire hair counts as having an on reveal while she's triggering the on reveal? That's gotta be an undocumented feature, yeah? Minions to me. Yeah, looks like we're guaranteed a casserole here. Pump that rock up. Pump the rock up. Ah, yes. Elixir has reanimated a Jin. What a powerful new addition to Marvel Snap. My 2-5 that reanimated an 0-1. Truly the most broken. Yet another pay-to-win card from Second Dinner here to take all of your tokens. I have destroyed the cards. Does Elixir shows what it brings back? Yeah, if you go look at Elixir in your hand, you'll see the cards as the option to reanimate behind it, which is nice. It's good UI all around. Hey, thank you to the folks that checked out Into the AM's holiday sale. Wonderful folks that make my shirt I'm wearing here, the ones I'm modeling up there in the corner. They're having it up to 70% off sale for Memorial Day now through the end of the month. An easy way to support my stuff and pick up some fantastic clothing. Check them out using my link. Make sure to use code HUGLANDIA at checkout. Been working with them for a number of years now. One of the most glowing recommendations I could give, past them being almost 40 of the shirts in my closet at this point, is that my coat has sold almost 30,000 USD and stuff. Lots of happy Hoglandians with clothing from them at this point. Is Elixir going to be optimal in Destroy? I would be shocked if he's good in Destroy. Opponent declined to snap us back and is playing Aeroshim. Sounds right. Sounds about right. Cosmo me, daddy. Look at that 2-3, so powerful. Tuba's had enough of your nonsense shit. He's here to lay down the law. All right, 2x Nico mode, please. She's huge! She's huge! All right, I said, are you gonna be my girl? I believe we are winning with none of the cards already on the board, yes? That's fine. That's fine. We're 32 on the right. Look at our beak. Look at our beak, lady. Arrgh, arrgh. And I know I've been memeing generically about Elixir being bad, but one of the biggest standout parts of this card in my mind is the fact that we are playing this deck trying to build around him, and in a lot of the games and moments that we're playing, he does not feel like the card I want to be playing. Like, I keep having opportunities where I could build my curve around elixiring something back, and I just, like, look at my options in the power output range, and it's just like, he's not remotely the best thing to be doing at any given point. Yeah, Torres Falcon vibes for sure, especially release Torres Falcon. We were like, well, this is a deck where we're trying to make him as optimal as possible, and I don't want him in there. I don't want to play him in the deck where he's optimized. I guess if I don't misery the Zabu, Elixir will be guaranteed to bring back Gwenpool. So I guess I give up. That story ended abruptly, sure did. Opponent has no cards in hand right now. Rats. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh man! They had 16 cards in their deck there, by the way. For people that can't see the little deck tracker number, they top decked the Shang-Chi on the 1 in 16. Oh man. Absolute cinema for sure. For sure. So the plan here is to Surge, and then we'll Misery this Cassandra Nova, and then next, on the last turn, we'll go Cassandra Nova plus Elixir. And I'm gonna Misery rather than Venom, because I want to not have priority here, ideally. Oh, I did this in the wrong order. No, this is right. I want to not have priority. I want to not have priority. I don't want the fire here to be big. I really want to make sure I don't have priority here, says local man about to be Goliath. Or Cosmode, really, pick your poison. What's your favorite tech card squeeze? Doo-da, doo-da. What's the favorite tech card squeeze? Oh, the doo-da-day. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Beep, 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 doo-doo-doo-doo. So this is what a nervous breakdown looks like. I'm just trying to have a good time, chat. I think me sitting here and being miserable with a card that kind of sucks isn't very good. Isn't very good content. At the very least, we can laugh about it together. Card's certainly trash. Absolutely should not buy it. We can at least have a good time with it. There's Cass. One thing I want to make it really abundantly clear that is never welcome in my chat, and you will never hear me say it, is the comment, "Do they even test these cards?" is incredibly insulting to the people at Second Dinner who are absolutely working to test cards. Now, you heard me say earlier, it feels like something must be wrong in their testing process to have this many misses. But that's very different than saying they're just not doing their jobs. So please, it's fine to leverage fair and reasonable criticism, but be constructive and be specific when you are leveraging it. This card's gonna haunt my Series 5 pack for the next month, absolutely. I mean, them shaking me there proactively is really solid for us, yeah. I get to put this one here and this one here and call it a day. I mean, Elixir is worse than playing Phoenix Force, yeah. Swap for Alliance. Do you think they're more likely to Alliance here? I think they're more likely to Alliance the open path. All right. Credit where credit is due. If I would have played Elixir here instead of Cassandra Nova, we won the game. I don't really want to play with this person anymore. They're playing really slowly and they're playing a really toxic pile of cards. I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the day. The audience is thinned out a little bit because this card definitely sucks shit. It is a little after 3 o'clock. I'm going to keep my work-life balance a little bit better. We're going to do closer to 6 to 7 hours a day live as opposed to super long streams. Trying to get some stuff done around the house and catch up with the family. Appreciate everybody that was here for the end. You should absolutely skip Elixir. Card's terrible and probably stays terrible even through some buffs. I genuinely, I think this is just it's a really articulate. It's not even just that the card is weak. I genuinely don't understand the purpose of it because it feels like all of the best possible things you can do to build around this card get done better by something else. Like, most of the time in this deck, he was worse than just having an Absorbing Man or a Grandmaster. He was worse. He was worse than I guess he was kind of a second Phoenix Force, I guess, but like Absorbing Man, my Cassandra Nova would have been better in a lot of those spots too. I don't even know that like people talking about he was originally data mined as an activate card. I don't know that he was changed from activate because he was too good. I honestly think there's a very real chance they changed him from activate because they felt he wasn't good enough at activate, but that's speculation. So I don't know. This felt generally kind of clunky, and the things that this deck was doing that were powerful were not powerful because of Elixir. They were powerful because of the rest of what was going on. So basically exactly at expectations there, I think. All right, I'm out. I'll be back tomorrow morning. We'll be playing some Marvel Snap all day, I think. We'll have a good time. So I think we'll do viewer decks tomorrow morning. Should be fun. We had a couple of people asking for those today, but we were finishing the Infinite Climb today. I'll be back with Snap all day tomorrow.